Today we're going to review the Trader Joe's Buttermilk Protein Pancake Mix. So if you're not familiar with Trader Joe's, it's a very popular chain grocery store in the US that makes all of its own products. So this is their version of protein pancake mix. They have a few pancake mixes that they make, but this one is obviously the healthiest. It's whole wheat, it's got a ton of protein in it, and typically Trader Joe's products are really, really good. So I've got high hopes for this one. So right away, when it comes to pancake mixes, the whole wheat version is typically not super good. It can take a little bit away from the actual pancake mix when it is a little bit on the whole wheat side. But given Trader Joe's track record, I have no doubts that this is going to be a delicious pancake mix. So the instructions are really, really simple. All you do is add water to the pancake mix. So we're going to add in 1 full cup of the Trader Joe's pancake mix. Now, as you're putting it in, you're going to notice it's pretty thin. Sometimes pancake mixes will be a little bit fluffy. They'll be hard to pour. But this one, because of the whole wheat, I'm assuming, it's actually very, very easy to pour right out of the bag. So that was the first step. And next, you're going to add in an equal amount of water. Now, typically with pancake mixes, adding equal amounts of water and pancake mix can make your pancakes a little bit thinner. But I think because it's whole wheat, that does require a little bit more water. So typical pancake mixes that aren't whole wheat would see probably 3/4 cup of water to 1 full cup of the mix. But this one calls for 1-to-1 ratio. So super easy to remember. But as I was mixing, I did notice it was pretty runny. Now, I like my pancakes to be a little bit on the thicker side so that when you put them on the pan, they're super thick. But some people like thinner pancakes a little bit better. And personally, I don't mind either way, but you have to make sure you have a lot of leaveners in your mix in order for thin pancakes to actually rise. So of course, with a mix like this, I'm not sure how much they put in. So it's all going to come down to how much it actually rises on the griddle or pan. I like to always cook my pancakes on a griddle. I find it's a lot more of an easy, even cook on your pancakes, depending on how quality your griddle is. But of course, pan works fine. You just have to make maybe smaller pancakes and they might touch a little bit. So I made 4 quite large pancakes, I'd say. It's probably a bit larger than I usually make, but this actually took up the entire mix. So there's no mix left. So if you want large pancakes, this 1 serving of this mix actually only makes 4 pancakes. If I made them a little bit smaller, I might be able to get 6 out of it. Maybe those big ones could become medium to small ones. But overall, I'd say pretty standard. Because it was a bit thinner, we maybe actually got more than a typical pancake mix would be, because thicker pancakes typically are, there's less of them and they have to be a bit smaller because they're so thick. They're using up so much of the batter. But as far as whole wheat protein pancake mixes go, I'd say thinner is decent. They weren't super fluffy. I did have to put quite a bit of cinnamon and syrup on it because I'm not going to lie, they were quite whole wheat tasting. It's always good to have protein in your pancakes. I find that sometimes pancakes are just all carb, and if you're trying to have like a good breakfast, you need a little bit of protein in there. So I always opt for protein pancakes, but these ones, not super delicious. They kind of tasted more like bread. If you put some syrup on it, it's totally good. But overall, I'd probably rate this a 6 out of 10 on the pancake scale.